Hello Cancer, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. This is a general reading for Cancer. You got not for you and you got to be fair and it's time to go. Okay, bottom of the deck you've got chopped wood. So let's see, It's not for you. Whatever it is, it's not for you here. Okay. And to be fair, it's time to go. Basically, what did I say? That said it all, really. Three cards drop at the same time. Okay. Someone's not being fair and someone, it's time to go here, Cancer. Alright? So let's see what message is coming out for you. Where's this one here? Not for you. Starting off, it's not for you here. Whatever it is, Cancer, it's not for you. If it was in the past, it wasn't for you. And something here, somebody needs to be fair. Okay, some of you need to, it's time to go. Something wasn't being fair here. So let me read this to you now. Not for you. The essential meaning is a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Remember that here, Cancer. Okay? The oracle message, there are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the results you seek always seem to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game, and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you're not going to attain what you want right now. That indeed, your dreams for the exact things will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. You must trust this, okay? Cancer. Relationship message. Some relationships carry an innate seed for failure. To me, it's getting dark out. Sorry about that, Cancer. Remember, rejection is God's protection. Okay? Because there is something better coming along to you here, Cancer. Your relationship message. Some relationships carry an innate seed or failure in them that is obvious from the beginning. But the red flags escape your observation here, or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is impossible, or it is not impossible to make it be. Okay? Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit for you here, Cancer. Your prosperity message. You can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail, pass, and learn from the defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game. Not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. Okay? There's a time when to hold them, and there's a time when to fold them. And there is definitely time when it's time to walk away. Okay? Now your protection message. Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There's nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other success waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender here, Cancer. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is the sign that you have something much better waiting for you, and you need to trust this, okay? Because in your present moment, you have to be fair, okay? To be fair. Let's see, 38. Because this is how you're probably feeling at the moment, that you need something to be fair, okay? Because the essential meaning is balance, justice, and need to consider options, mutual benefits, the law of cause and effect. The oracle message: life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you're not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you'll see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there's an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now, Cancer. Now, your relationship message. Can you find a way to achieve a fairness right now? This is the time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective. Weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for balanced exchange of ideas and action. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefits and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Now, your prosperity message. Now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you'll be treated accordingly in all your affairs. You'll be able to negotiate fair settlement. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock on how you're compensating your work. This card signifies a balance, justice, negotiation. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Now, your protection message. Injustice and equality are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is the time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain: if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Okay, now the outcome here for you is time to go. It's time to go. All right, that's for somebody. Read that to you now. Time to go, Cancer. The essential meaning is ending, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. The oracle message. You're at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience this far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and new ways of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you here, Cancer. The relationship message. It's over, or at the very least, The form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is the time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It's more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away, Cancer. Okay? Your prosperity message. This message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative project, business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious time because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to be more neutral concept of completion. You finish your task and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than any you can imagine. You have done all you can, now trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life and remember that when you close one door, another one opens. Okay? Now, Cancer, this is your protection message. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to the fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Okay, Cancer? So let's see what other message is coming out for you in here now. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Okay. Some of you are feeling stuck regarding detoxing yourself from a codependence relationship or some form of addiction. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who's come back from their past that you haven't completed a cycle with. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Strong Scorpio for some of you. Some of you, though, are having some form of conflict regarding completing a cycle in your life right now. And for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody here who's unstable, very materialistic, okay? Somebody that can't be trusted with money here. Somebody who's very stubborn, okay? For some of you, it just ain't working. That's the center of your issue here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. There's some dishonesty in business here. Your reputation as well as your long-term goals are being in jeopardy here. Some of you, it's lack of insight into problems affecting your judgment. You are extremely short-sighted here for some of you. Some of you are looking into the future. Some of you are careless spending. Some of you are solicit several bids before making a decision here. Business partnerships is in conflict for some of you. Some of you could have even lost your job for some of you. Okay. Just ain't working. Some of you, it's your relationship that isn't working. And in the past, you've got the Nine of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Somebody's not getting their wish here. Okay. Because your wishes and hopes are unfulfilled for some of you. Problems remain unresolved. Some of you are unhappy and restless. There could be some difficulty with spiritual, physical intimacy for some of you. Okay. For some of you, lovers drift apart. There could be some eating and drinking to excess some of you. It could even be possibly robbery or theft of possessions for some of you. But someone's going to cheat you out of some money here, Cancer. Pre-warned, is pre-armed, could even be to do with your work. Okay. For some of you, it's a partnership that you're in, or a union in workplace or a team. But someone's lying. Because the truth is going to come out here. Okay. Some of you here could be carefully preparing to pay off some form of profit. Some of you do everything right in others' eyes in the working environment or this partnership. But for some of you could be involved with some third-party situation, either in work or in the home, okay? But some truth is going to be coming out, okay? It seems to be some of you are lacking concentration or inability to think clearly. Some of you, your mind is racing with not too many thoughts. There's distraction, there's intellectual ruts for some of you. Some of you, it's lack of insight, obstacles. Some of you need to simplify your life because some of you are unable to find work that makes you happy, okay? Frequent job changes some of you are experiencing. Some of you are taking shortcuts or cheating someone will have a negative effect on your reputation here, okay? And that will, on your head now, is an end of a friendship or relationship for some of you, okay? Because for some of you right now, you could be going through a divorce or separation. There's the end of a love affair here because there's jealousy, there's misunderstanding. Some of you, the love just died, or a lover is unfaithful and the other is unable to forgive and forget. Okay, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. There's definitely some arguments jeopardizing your relationship. This person with whom you are currently in a relationship is not your soulmate here, Cancer. Okay, somebody could be waiting for their ships to come in here. Okay, but through careful planning, a goal or project long in your dreams will be realized. Some of you, it could be a new business or ideas assured. Some of you are anticipating obstacles and visualizing how you will overcome them long before they appear. Some of you are developing contacts. Your exceptional leadership skills will be needed. Others consider you a visionary. But for some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer who might deceive you, and it may not be as it appears. But do not trust this man with your heart because he will break it. This is somebody who's codependent here, okay? And it's actually telling you here, there could be some form of theft here or mismanagement of your funds here, Cancer. So be very cautious with your money and investments, possibly loss of home for some of you. Some of you, though, do not refinance or borrow against your home. Some of you move or relocate very cautiously here as well, because it could be a loss of luxury items. And do not spend money right now, okay? Because some of you could make a bad decision with the Two of Swords here, okay? Some of you here, you might need some human interaction here, because for some of you, you got to be careful though, because you could be trusting the wrong people or talking too much, okay? Some of you may be feeling of loneliness, okay? Some of you may need to take a chance on a new venture because you're waiting for your ships to come in, okay? But there's somebody around you can't be trusted, okay? They might try to deceive you here, another water sign, alright? So let's see what other message is coming through for you when it concerns something's not working. Somebody here definitely could be just waiting for a job to come through or waiting for the ships to come in, okay? For a new business after losing a job. In the past there, some of you's not getting your wish. This is something that you've been holding on to here, okay? Some of you could have been holding on to someone who cheats you out of money, okay, or your possessions, or a thief around you. So some of you are holding on to your finances and your emotions, okay? For some of you though, there could be some form of inheritance or a gift of a large sum of money that leads to some form of arguments. There's definitely some possessiveness and selfishness here what was going on in the past. Some of you try to keep all your money for yourself, and it's foolish to try and control others here, Cancer, okay? Especially their actions or the situation around you. Some of you could be resistant to change, and this is affecting your judgment. There could be a contract that is signed or agreement is reached. You'll be in a position of authority though for some of you in the past. For some of you, it could be not getting your wish because some of you could be overindulging or partying too hard, overeating or drinking for some of you. When it concerns this partnership with the Three of Pentacles, it's been a burden for you. That's something that you have to put down, okay? Because life is a constant battle here. You never seem to get a break. Your heart will be heavy. You doubt your own worth for some of you. You're overextended and overcommitted. Some of you will be tested because there's no rest from your burdens here. Some of you, your responsibilities are suffocating you. Some of you need to look for new creative solutions to your problems. And some of you need to make changes in your life. Because when it concerns somebody lying here, okay, or unable to find work that makes them happy, you got the Ten of Pentacles, and that's reverse. Okay, so for some of you right now, be warned that wealth can bring a whole new set of problems for you. Okay, some of you need to avoid high risk projects because they will fail. There's definitely some theft around you, and someone's lying about it, or there's going to be a financial loss. Someone could be gambling and they're going to lose with gambling here. But it's telling you here, Cancer, do not take shortcuts and avoid temporary fixes to your financial problems. Some of you need to think long term, save money, and invest in low risk ventures here. When it concerns that this divorce or separation that's on your mind here, but some of you, it's because there's been some form of manipulation. Okay? Some of you, it may be you may be being selfish and manipulative in a relentless pursuit of money. Some of you attempt to control or deceive others here. You don't get recognized, and some of you, there's good opportunities where you see, he said, good opportunities when you see them anyway, take it. Okay, because there could be a lack of clear thinking for some of you. Some of you refuse to accept that reality of the situation, but some of you need to know there's no control over bad luck, but it will eventually go away. There could be some indecision or anxiety and distraction that plagues you right now, because there's been a manipulation in this friendship or relationship. Some of you, it's a marriage or somebody you work with that you're waiting on, or some of you are waiting on a new job after being unemployed. Okay, because I see you're well suited for a career in education. There's medicine or religion. There's increased knowledge in education and skills. There's spiritual growth. There's teamwork necessary for a job. Contentment here. Some of you need to bend to authority and do what is expected of you. Some of you need to watch out for ethical conflict here. Some of you need to choose the moral path because you need a social improvement that could affect your decision here. That's what it is. If you're any of you are people pleasing, that ain't gonna work. Okay? Some of you have got stuff with OPP, other people's problem. In the past here, where you're not going to get your wish because you're holding on to your finances and your emotions. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or somebody who may have water and earth in the chart. But this person is very stubborn. In the past, this person was procrastinating. This person didn't want to be in a committed relationship, or it even could be you. And if that's the case, you need to tell the person before they buy that house that you're not wanting to settle down. And for some of you, it could be referred to a male under 40, a workaholic, somebody who's obsessed with success. They're financially secure, they're stubborn, they're argumentative, they're relentless, okay? Consistently pessimistic. No sense of humor this person doesn't have. And he doesn't believe in wasting time. And this person could even be hard on themselves. They're well educated and opinionated though, but very stubborn, okay? Some of you is not going to get your wish where you're trying to hold on to somebody who doesn't want to be in a committed relationship in the past, because ahead of you in this partnership, somebody sees that as a burden. You could be dealing with a Scorpio that you've come to an end here, because life is focusing on instinctual sexual animal here. Some of these base needs here, the physical needs take over. This person's fear of financial trouble here that affects all their decisions. Possibly loss of home, job, financial stability. Somebody could have a reverse of their fortune. Some of you need to see to your own needs and build up a reserve here. Savings and insurance will be guarded against disaster. Some of you need to keep a reserve of money, okay? Because somebody could lose their job and you need to put some money aside for a rainy day. But you could also be dealing with somebody here who's refusing to change, okay? Somebody could even be even though they're a burden in this partnership, is refusing to walk away from people and things that no longer serve them. Okay? Definitely could be dealing with a Scorpio. And for some of you, what you're focusing on is somebody's been lying. Some of you could be going through a divorce or separation with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Because somebody was lying. Okay, the truth is going to come out. And when it does, someone's going to get cut off here. Because this relationship, there was a lot of manipulation. And it could have even be with a Leo. Okay. But it speaks to you here of tolerance, character, and compassion here. The ability to endure adversity. You can face a problem with inner strength. When challenges, maintain control of the situation here by reacting calmly here, Cancer. Do not get angry. Have patience with others. There could be some weakness here though, but do not allow them to become your problem. Look for support from a strong woman, and it could be anybody here. But at the moment, what I'm seeing here, it could be a Leo. But for some of you, there's definitely been some manipulation in a friendship or relationship. Okay, with the Four of Cups here at the bottom here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This chronic emotional restlessness is manifesting itself in a casual love affair for some of you. Your heart is heavy and empty. Some of you lose the will to thrive. Some of you, there's new goals and projects are needed here. Some of you could be overindulging in food and alcohol or lack of moderation here. There's definitely failure in love here. But some of you need to cultivate positive thoughts even though it's difficult. Because there definitely, you need to be more decisive. Because there's definitely some confusion will be your greatest enemy here. Some of you need to use your intuition when it concerns somebody who's lying and cheating. Could be a Scorpio, big time. And they may even want a second chance. But for some of you, you may have to take some time out. Later down the line, you'll probably get back together. But at this moment in time, you got to let go. Time to go. Okay? Not time to stay around this situation right now. Let's see what other message is coming out for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Other message regarding this marriage or working environment where somebody here is waiting for something here. You got the clarity is truth, revelation, solitary, force, honor, and protection power here. Okay, so some of you could be quite spiritual here. You're spiritually protected. In your past, you've got the Hand of Cards. So some of you could have took a gamble here or took a chance or a risk. Okay, being strategic. Somebody had options here in the past and they're not showing their hand. Someone took a gamble and it seemed like it didn't work out for them. Okay, that's for somebody. Tell me about this Death card here, reverse, for Cancer. Some of you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, okay, that you're in a union or partnership with or signed a contract with and come a burden. And for some of you, you could have been dealing with a runner, okay. This person is a runner, codependent relationship. Someone's feeling intimacy here and someone's definitely listening to the ego, okay. And some of you got to be careful here with a fire sign that could be lying, that's in that you're known for 10 years or more over some finance. It's a karmic relationship, okay. This person is fleeting, they just come into your life. Could even be just for the money or sex, yeah. It triggers you, the turmoil, there's resentment, there's letting go and loving yourself here, okay. Because the outcome here for some of you is the golden mirror. Some of you are self-absorbed, or this Leo is self-absorbed who was manipulating the relationship or friendship. It was a one-sided relationship. Somebody was love bombing you here, okay. At the bottom you got camera. Some of you could be reminiscing about keepsakes or learning from the past. And some of you are going to be making new memories, okay. This resonates with you, Cancer. Please like, share, follow. Let's see what other message is coming out for you here. Oh, let's go for the Rebel deck. Oh, that was quick. Some of you right now, you look like a shit show, Cancer. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. Okay? Don't let this affect you so much that you start not taking care of yourself. And some of you need to make better fucking choices, Cancer. If you're pissed at where you are, stop taking yourself there, okay? Because it's telling you here to actually move on. And some of you are loved here, Cancer. You're here for a reason, but don't fuck it up, okay? Wow. Yep. It's a karmic relationship. Truth is coming out. Some of yous be warned that wealth can bring a whole set of problems here, and you need to avoid high risk projects because they will fail. And there could be a theft, and there could be a fire sign who's a thief around you, okay? So be careful. It's a karmic relationship for some of you, okay? Let's see what other message is coming out here for. Ooh, yeah, some of you will be having a new beginning, Cancer. New adventures awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Remember, every rejection is God's protection. As one door closes, another door opens. And some of you could be reflection here. Give each other some space at the moment, though, and trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Alright? If this resonates with you, Cancer, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.